So are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so I talked to about like yesterday our last project, cryptocurrency project. So guys, you have any doubt in the last project? Have you prepared the last dashboard?
Yes,
Shweta,
I'm prepared. Yeah, I
okay.
prepared.
Okay, and if you are prepared, then send it to me today after the class. Okay, I will check
Okay.
and let you know what are the like discrepancy. If there are any discrepancy, then I will check. And Ritu, you also please prepare because it will give you the highly understandable situation. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I will do.
Yeah. Okay, done. So today we are going to start one of the best project. It is a like actual budget and forecast project. Okay, so in which like you have to just in my screen we have actual data, forecast, budget, this kind of visualization, running total, actual and budget comparison, forecast and budget comparison. Okay, and budget versus forecast percentage, variance wise, countries wise. This is your like what I say cost element group wise, and this is for IT area wise. So we have different kinds of IT sector wise. We have budget and we have some forecast. Same way for the reason analysis, we have actual and budget by reason, budget versus forecast. So this kind of dashboard we are done with today. And for this kind of dashboard, we have a multiple files. Multiple files means different types of sources. First is Excel, second is CSV, and third is from the folder. Like in cryptocurrency, we are only done with a folder. In a folder, we have 20 or 24 files, so we have done with that. But today we are going to done with all the like Excel file, CSV file, as well as multiple CSV file and combining each other and then make some analyzing session part. Okay, so I'm going to show you where is the data. See, this is my data. Okay, we have actual. When I click on this actual, so we have month wise actual. This is Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July. So total we have 7 month actual data, and we have budget file. This is my budget file. This file is CSV format. Okay, and see, we have budget, and budget is for IT department, cost element, and country. We have all the budget file together. IT department wise, cost element, and country wise, we have complete budget into just one file. And second thing, we have a dim table. And what is a dimension table? Dimension table is IT sector, department sector, and regional sector. Because these three sector we have a dim table means we have all the value with a unique value. There is a no duplicate value. Like if you see in the labor, we have two types of labor, external and internal. In the others, we have five: employee performance, others, recognitions, training, and travel. In the administration, we have administrative and R&D. So there is only one item in the one go. So this is why we have one dimension, three-dimension table into just one Excel sheet. Okay, and how to design this? How to design this, guys? Suppose if you have just a normal blank Excel, if you have normal blank Excel into your server or into your dashboard, any data you have, then you can just copy and paste of the unique value only the items in one Excel, or you can maintain one Excel with all the unique value of IT sector cost element wise, reason wise, or department wise, and give the table how to this table. Select all this, press Control T. When you press Control T, it will be into the tabular format. And see, there is a table design here. You can choose any of the design and write down the table name as department, because you have department table. When I select country, this is my reason table. When I select this is my cost element table. Okay, so you have to just make some changes into your background as well as because sometimes data is not fully recognized, not fully understandable when we have a raw data. So then you have to arrange that data as per the requirement. So what is the requirement? Suppose if you have data, okay, suppose if you have any data, then what is the first requirement? That what we do, how to think that what we do. So you have to just do one thing. You have to just distribute your data into two parts. One is dimension and second is fraction, fact table. Okay, so in dimension you have two unique value separated, and in fact table you have all the duplicate value or all the things you have total number of transactions there in the fact table, and in the dimension table you have a different types of unique value only. Whether country is unique, region is unique, cost element group is unique, your employee manager name is unique. But in the fact table, your one employee, one manager have a different items or different tasks. So that is the reason that first step you have to first identify which one is dim table or which one is fact table. If you identify, then you have to just separate it, those files together, and then you can analyze your further analyzing part in Power BI. So this is my dimension table. I'm just close this one and see this is my forecast table. So total we have in actual folder we have 7 files. In budget we have total of complete budget. This is my forecast and this is my dimension. So we need to do all these files together and make one dashboard for all these files. Okay, so that is a benefit use into Power BI, that in Power BI we can combine multiple files, whether it's a 100 number of files also, 200 number of files. We can maintain any number of files or in different sources as well. As suppose one file from Google, one file from your SQL server, one file from your like shared drive, one file from CSV file, one file for PDF. So you can maintain multiple sources into just one file. So this is my blank screen. Okay, and now I'm going to extract one by one and see there is a two method to extract the file. First, there is an option here, get data. So when you click on this get data, there is a multiple option. You can choose whatever, like Excel. If you have Excel file, you can click on Excel. If you have CSV, then you click on CSV. If you have web directly go to web. OData feed, blank query. Blank query means suppose if you have knowledge of SQL. Suppose if you have knowledge of SQL and you have to return some query into Power BI, then you can go to this blank query and write the query in SQL. Okay, so that is the reason that as sometimes some person says that SQL is mandatory for Power BI. No, if you don't need knowledge about SQL, leave that, do other option. We have different option. SQL is only for this blank query option, because in this you have to write coding for you, coding for your data or coding from your sources. Okay, so now first one is get data and second one is we have transform data. So go to this transform data guys and see. I right now click on this transform data. Right now new window is open, Power Query enter. Right now it's blank because we don't have anything to connect. And first I want to ask you one thing. Power BI, when we learn Power BI and when we learn like any other tool, Python. So guys, you have any knowledge about Python? Any knowledge or any things know about Python? What is actually Python? Okay, no worry. So guys, see what is Power BI actually. Power BI is just a machine. Okay, it is a blank file. It is a blank. It is a just a machine, and it needs source. So you have to just connect your source. Now in the new source, go to this new source, click, and right now I have one file in Excel format. So I click on this Excel file and I choose my folder. This one. This one is my Excel file. Dim table. So I just click on this open. Guys, my voice is clear for you.
Yeah, voice is
Yeah,
clear.
it is clear.
Okay. So see these three dim table, cost element group, department and region. See this blue icon. These blue icon shows that it is a complete table. But when you select this dim table, it means you have all the sheets together. See cost element, and this column 4 is null because in this column 4 we don't have any value, and Power BI automatic take any value into the null volume. Okay, and same way when you click on again country region, these two is a table of country region, but column 7 we don't have any value, so Power BI automatic take as null. Same way, go to this IT department and see. This dim table contain whole sheet, but this reason, when you click on this reason, it only contain those two columns in which we have a tabular format, country or region. Same way, in the department, we have just three column, and in the cost element, we have just a three column. So don't need to select this dim table sheets. Select always a table, because table will give you the separate value of each other tables together. So click on this OK. So guys, right now I'm going to teach you by uh, just a simple things. Simple things means in the query editor we don't do much more thing, because query editor is a toughest part. When we do in the some toughest part in the first or second go, it is very difficult to understand. So first I am going to teach you how to export simple files, and then we will do some of the formatting into Power Query, because in this Power Query is a complete kitchen base. Kitchen base means, suppose if any column you want to delete, you can delete via this. Any remove any column, you have to choose remove, keep rows, remove rows. There's a multiple things we have. Merge query, append query, how to do this kind of task. I will do in a regular next project like this wise. Okay, and we will complete one session for only for Power Query Editor, because Power Query Editor is a very basic tool. Basic, I'm not saying as a basic, it is very important tool. If you don't need knowledge about Power Query Editor, you cannot do your further step like relationship, DAX function, visualization. That's a different out of the box, because Power Query is a main. First step, you have to just connect the source and knowledge about Power Query Editor. Okay, so now see, these three files come into Power Query: cost element, department, and region. And see, this is your table name which you exported from your sources. Second, the name of the file. When you select this region, the region file is there, and you can change also. If you want to change the name, sorry, okay, then it will change countries. So you can change this name as well as if you want to change. So right now I'm just done with the same thing. Reason. And second thing, when you go into this source, these are the steps applied for this column. Suppose first you have to choose this dim table from the source, and when you click on this icon, click on this and see, it will give you the insect path. What is the exactly path you have? And suppose in the future, suppose if your raw file is changed from one path to another file, then no need to make this file again and again. Directly go into Power Query Editor in the source tab. You can change the path from here only. That's it. No need to change your file, because it will give you the error. Suppose if I extract my file from my desktop, and after 1 month my desktop file will be saved into server, then I need to just change my link over here and select the changes over here for the link, and file will automatically update it. You don't need to do again and again file make and copy and paste and then changing. No, directly you can change into source tab and directly go to your source tab. No need to remove any steps, because if you remove any steps, it will automatically delete your steps. So right now I don't need. And see, when you click on this source, first is dim table, sheet, table, this kind of source. Navigation, what you actually select, country and region. See, item, source, item. This code is written by Power Query Editor only, automatic. And third is change type. Change type means when you click on this navigation, see, the type is ABC123, ABC123. But when you click on this change type, it is just ABC, because it is alphabetical. So Power BI automatically identify when it is alphabetically, then I choose ABC. And if sometimes Power BI not identify, then you have to change by your own. Okay, so that is the reason that you have to knowledge about each of the steps. So that is the main thing. And same way for any table, you have a different steps. Right now we have three dimension table. we have exported here. Now, third thing, we have a CSV file. So we have a budget file. I'm just click on this budget. This is my budget file, date, IT, cost element, country and budget. And I just click on OK. Okay, and see date, IT, we have complete budget file, and here is also all steps. Suppose if you want to filter it out, suppose country. Okay, we have a different country. When you click on this load more, we have total number of different country. Suppose if you don't want all the country, you want only USA. You want only USA country data wise, data preparation, only USA. Then when you filter it out, the steps is recorded here. Okay, and only the USA data is only here. You don't have any other country's data, only the USA data. So it will hide your all the columns, all the columns related to country except USA. Only USA is showing you, except USA, all the country will be hidden. And when you click on this close and apply, I'm just doing close and apply, and I will show you what is the impact of Power Query in my Power BI view. This is my Power BI view. So when I click on this close and apply, my all the files loaded into this Power BI file, and see what is the impact. So guys, if you have any doubt between, you can ask me anytime. See my all file loaded into Power BI. Let me just show you my budget file. So when you click on this budget file, go to this tabular presentation, select this budget, and see when you select over there, there is a no other countries, because you have already filtered it out via in a Power Query editor. But when you don't filter it out via Power Query editor, it will show is here all the countries. And if you filter it out from here, then there is no impact to filter, because you have to filter it out via in a Power Query view, not even in the Power BI view. See, only the USA data is here. And see, sometimes this is a USA. Right now you are working for only USA. And same way, if you are done with USA, then go to this Power BI, go to this transform data, go to this transform data, where is budget. You can just unselect, just check this box, or you can do one more thing, select all. There is a two method. Either you can close this, filter it out so that your filter will be deleted directly, or you can go to this filter it and select all and click OK, and click OK, and see now all the filter it out. Okay, and in this filter you see that each two means all the values will be changed together. And when you click on this close and apply, and see in the budget table, you have all the countries data. See, so this is the impact of Power Query editor when you filter it out anything in Power Query editor, because Power Query is a kitchen view. When you filter it out or when you cutting it, any of the item in Power BI, Power Query, it is not showing into Power BI. Okay, any doubt now?
So when we connect like a CSV file and Excel file together, so their column names must be same or they can be different also.
No, they can be different also.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Because
can
last
be
when we
Yeah.
last when we connected all the Excel files
Mhm.
together, there all the column names were same.
Yeah, because last time when you connect all the CSV file, that all the CSV file into just one folder. Okay, into just one
Okay.
folder. When you select all the CSV file from folder, then column should be same. Then column should be same. But when you select one by one each CSV file together, one by one, then column does not matter. I will show.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I will show you next code. So right now also my CSV file, this one is forecast. Click on this open. Same way, just okay, and it will also change. See, my forecast file is also there, and now I need to go my actual file. So my actual file, let me show you. This is my actual file. So for actual file, see all the CSV file into just one folder. When you check all the CSV file format, it should be same. Its column name should be same, whether column is one is uh, behind or above, but column should be same. Date, IT department, cost, country, and actual. Close. Click on this. Date, IT, cost, country, and actual. All the columns should be same. So in this, when you select this folder, go to this Power Queue, new, and go to this more. You have to select your folder option. This one is folder, and connect this one. Either you can just copy and paste your path here, or you can directly browse from your folder directly. You can directly browse from your shared drive as well. As it is not as a folder, it is directly from your shared drive as well as in your company. So click on this OK, and see, it will give you the all the files. What is the format? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 CSV format, and there is an option combine and transform. Combine and transform. So I'm just click on this combine and transform. It means all the files, all the seven files into combine into just one file, and then transform into Power BI. So these coding will be written by Power BI automatically. Either suppose if you have knowledge about little bit of knowledge about Excel VBA, then suppose in Excel VBA, if you want to do this same task, like you have multiple Excel file, okay, and you have to make combine of all the Excel file into just one go, then you have to write a very large VBA coding. But in Power BI, you don't need to do any VBA coding because Power BI done automatically. See, Power BI written a parameter for you. Sample file. This is Power BI coding. See, this is Power BI automatically written coding for you. Transform from actual. This coding is written by Power BI automatically. Make one parameter, and when you click on this manage parameter, see parameter, binary, sample file, current file. It will automatically choose. This one is file, and open as. I don't know where Power BI written, but Power BI already written into this query, and see my all the file. This actual file will be together for all the file. When you click on this source name, load more, total of all the seven file together. Okay, so this is the impact of your Power Query or Power Query editor, and this same thing you will do into Excel also. But in Excel you cannot do multiple steps or multiple like visualization. That is the main thing that we are using in on the basis of Excel. We are using this Power BI because Power Query editor is same way happen in Excel also. Okay, so we have total number of. Okay, so Hello. Yeah. So in this, we have all this actual file together, and then we need to just remove this column because we don't want this column for file name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't want this. So just click on this, and there is an option here, remove column. So either you can remove this column or you can just click on right click and you remove. So this column remove and see the steps is here. First is steps, your source file. Click on this source. See your actual file. Same way, filter hidden files. This is your Power Query view directly written automatically, filter row automatically by Power BI, and then it's a parameter renamed column automatically, remove other column. See, when you click on this transform file, it will directly date, IT, cost element, country, and actual. It will directly import all the IT department into IT department, all the date together, same merge, and then expand table column. See, date wise, IT wise, all the columns will be same. And then change type. Change type Power Query automatic. Click on this ABC 123, but it is not ABC 123. It is a date. When you click on this change type, it is a complete date format. Same way, this filter row, all the row will be filter each to. It means all the values will be there. First, when you select on this, suppose if you want only these first, second, and third, three files, it means total of Jan to March. Then you click on this OK, your filter will be there and see each true, and then this file and this file will be not connected. 1, 2, and 3 file is connected, other file is not connected. When you click on this, only these 3 file is connected. And same way, if you filter it out again, go to this, load more. See, why I telling you this kind of stuff? Because when you do the complete Power Query view, sometimes you getting an error. Sometimes it is not for always. Sometimes you getting error, and if you, if you knowledge about that things, then your error will be automatically substitute by this columns or this filter and applied steps. You can go to each step, whether in which step you have an error, in which step you have an error. Because if every step has an error, suppose if I click one these things and go to the next change type, it will show you one error. It will not go into first second steps. Okay, so same way, this is removed column, filter row, change type. You have all the things together. And now transform other queries. We have total of all the files now: cost, department, region, budget, forecast, and actual. And now I'm click on this, close and apply, and my all the files will be into Power BI view. See, there is a forecast. This is my forecast file, and this is my region file, department, cost element, budget, and actual. So we have total of all the files into my Power BI. So now tell me any doubt you have till now. This is our first step done. Second step done. First is extract all the file from sources, and second we have done changes in Power Query. Some changes in Power Query. That's the second step we have done. So any doubt you have, Ritu and Shweta?
No, I'm good.
Okay, done. Okay. So now one important things is our third step. See, for every dashboard, we need one table. Which is one table? Tell me, anyone? For every dashboard, like in the cryptocurrency project also, we have one table. For all the project, we strictly needed that table, that column into our data table. And that is named as dates table or calendar table. Because without calendar table, you cannot analyze any functions on the basis of year wise, growth wise, how to change your time intelligence function. You cannot do that without a complete date table. So date table, you have a different options that how to connect your date table. So first option, I will tell you two options, both the option here today. So what I am going to tell you now, before telling you, I am creating one table, new table, and I write my table name as key measure table and click on just enter. See, in the budget, when you click on this budget table, we have date from 1 Jan 2020, last date I think 1st December. Okay, so right now we have what I say, starting date and ending date we have in the budget table. It's a 1 Jan to 1st December. Same way in the forecast, it's also a same I think 1 Jan to 1st December. But in actual, now we have not the same because in actual we have till July only. Okay, so we have these 7 days. So there is a first option is you have to make two measure. Two measure for first one is start date and second one is end date. So how to write a start date? So start date, you have to just use one function as minimum of budget table of this date column. Minimum of budget table of this column. Okay, so it will give you the start date. Click on the second, then it's end date. End date. So end date means you have a maximum of your budget date. Start date is minimum of your budget date and end date is maximum of your budget date. Same way, go to this, add new table. I'm going to create two calendar table for you. How to create? So I write my this table. Oh, sorry, calendar table. Calendar table, and I write it here as one function calendar, and calendar function asks you what is the start date and end date, and then you can just put your start date into start date and end date into end date and just put enter. It will give you the complete date table into your calendar table. See, complete date table from 1/1 to last date is 1/12. It is a last date is 1/12 because if you in your call in your table, if the last date is 31st 12, then it will automatically change this calendar table as well as it is dynamic calendar table. It is complete dynamic calendar table. But after this, you have to make many changes. What type of changes? Suppose if you need year separate, month separate, date separate, month number separate, month name separate, then you have to use many DAX functions like format functions you need, calendar function, year function, this kind of function you need to separate this date column into different things. Let me tell you how to do. I will give you a two or three example. See, you need to just add column and suppose if you want to separate in this date table from year only. Okay, so you select year and you can use format function and see value. It will ask you value. So you can select your calendar table of this date column and you need value in the format. So format you have to select in inverted comma. Select this. It will give you the total of year only. See, here numerical years. Same way, month. Okay, you can use format. Value is just calendar date and month you want suppose triple one or you want double F. See, this is your format. in which format you want, 2M, 3M, 4M. Okay, it will give you the impact. So copy and just paste it. Suppose right now I need as 3M. So it will month name. See, it's a month name. Click next column. Instead of 3M, we have 4M. Month full name. So this is your month in numerical, in 3-digit and in 4-digit. So same way you can done with day as well as copy, just paste it. Month 2, you have day, and instead of M, you can write it your 3D. This double digit. So guys, these things, suppose if you have multiple project into your hand and you can do every time a date, format, this kind of things. So you can, it is better that we can make one template of this date table. One template means I have written one coding. See, this is my coding. It is not actually what we written here. We have write it here as DAX. But if this DAX function is written by Power BI, it's little different. Nothing is different. It's little different, but you have to understand that. See, insert here, table dot add column. What we do? Same thing we do. Table, click new column, table dot add column, renamed column, and name as year. If we have to insert this column, how to do? Go to this table, calendar table, new column, insert the name and change the name as year. Okay. And each date of this year table and type text. Each date of this year complete date table and type just the text. Whatever you want. Click on this year, format type of this each table and just format your button. That's it. So we have already maintained this kind of complete date table. So that is the reason that we have to just pull out this date table parameter into Power Query view, and we can create multiple date table in just 1 seconds. And we don't want to create different columns by your own. Yes, we create, but if we have option to do a complete date table into just 1 second, then why we need to create a different date table with your, suppose if you have multiple project, right now we have just one project, but if you have multiple project, then okay. So that is the main thing that I'm going to same way. If this is your day, and guys, meeting is over in just 1 minute, so you can join again, then we will continue. Okay, so let me stop my screen.